welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and more. I try products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and more importantly, what not to buy. And today I'm back with a review for the Jones Road Beauty Mascara. I did a roundup for Jones Road Beauty and I thought, why don't I just talk about their mascara because it seemed to get a lot of questions. So I'm giving it its own little cameo. Purchase this product. If you want to hear my honest opinion on it, then stick around and let's get into it. Like I said, I bought this myself. You're always going to get my honest opinion over here. So if you enjoy getting that and you want to see more of it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It takes 2 seconds and it makes a huge impact. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm going to go through 5 quick questions on the scorecard. There's going to be demos. You're going to see what this looks like up close and personal and give you some alternative product recommendations and tips and things like that. Stick around for those, you don't want to miss them. Without further ado, let's start with question numero uno, which is all about ingredients. Wait, hold up, I got ahead of myself. This is $26, available in black, and yeah, you can see all the product claims and stuff back on the website if you want to. The link is below if you want to check it out. I do want to say that this is cruelty-free and vegan. This is plastic packaging. Womp womp. Now we can talk about ingredients. Now we can talk about it. How do the ingredients look? I didn't see any major red flags. You guys know I say this. I'm a broken record over here, but I am not a cosmetic chemist. And ingredients can be personal, especially around your eyeballs. Well, pretty much on your skin anyway, but what doesn't irritate me might irritate the heck out of your eyes. So take a look. But really, I didn't see anything crazy here. I saw phenoxyethanol at the end. Starts with water, so you're gonna want preservatives. I'd rather have that than mold, and it's lower on the list. So yeah, not much to talk about in terms of ingredients, which means we can move on to the next question. Did it clump? This is more about the application. How was overall application? Kick it off with the brush. It is a very personal thing in mascara. People like certain kinds of brushes. Some people like the rubber brushes, some people like the fluffy brushes. At first this felt a little unruly, a little big for me, a little clumsy, but after a few times of applying the mascara, I was really able to get over that and work with it. So I have nothing against the brush, but I just wanted you to see what it looks like. The formula, when I first applied it, and this is very common with mascaras, I saw impact, but it was a bit wetter of a formula. The second time I put this on, I don't know what happened. I know oxygen hit it, so it thickened, really thickened up. And I was a little bit nervous because when I pulled out the brush, it was clumpy on the brush. It turned into a gel-like substance. It wasn't thick, like you can't work with it, you could work with it. And while it did kind of clump a bit upon initial application, it wasn't a negative. It actually deposited a lot of product on the lashes. And then from there, I was able to really work it through the lashes. It was just a little clunky and chunky, harder for me to get into the corners even after I tried it. So I wasn't in love with the overall application here. I gave it a 3 on the scorecard in total. Little note here, it does dry down pretty quickly, or it did for me, so keep that in mind. Next up, does it add volume to the lashes? Yes. This added noticeable volume to my lashes for a cleaner formula. It did a good job. It's not the kind that's gonna look more natural. It shows up. So I absolutely saw the volume, the base of the lash line, and then as I moved it up along the lash, I saw really more of a flick. After you apply it, when the formula is still wet on the lash, she recommends pressing it up. I talked about this in the previous video. It really works. It's like the simplest thing ever, and it is impressive, and I use it with every mascara that I apply now, so thanks for that. Overall, for volume, it received a 4 out of 5. It did a good job there. Fourth question here is, does it lengthen lashes? The main claim here isn't about length, although I did see lengthening, and I think most of the lengthening came thanks to that little lift, not just because of the extra application where you press it with the finger. That's what that means. Also, the formula lengthened the lashes. Like, it was noticeable. I could see longer lashes. That lift, oof, I liked it. We'll talk about whether or not that lasted in a sec. Overall, for lengthening, I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. And the last question of the group is, does this last? Does it flake? Does it transfer? I did see very minimal flaking, but I did see flaking here by the end of a full day. The one thing that showed up for me, and this was a little weird because it claims to be a hydrating mascara, and while it might be, the overall texture when I first applied this was soft and flexible and full and voluminous like the brand talks about. Cut to 3 or 4 hours midway through the day, Lashes were separated and defined, but they looked a little dry. I'm gonna say something which sounds harsher than it means to sound. It was almost like a little stick-like. Something about this dried down. It really kind of bummed me out because it was going really, really well. And that happened. It's really random, but it was there. The overall score for staying power was a 3 out of 5, which brings me to the final score on the scorecard, a 14 out of 20. Now it's time for my final verdict. Would I buy this mascara again? Main things I loved about it, the lifting and the volume once I figured out how to work with it. I didn't find it to be the one that I could really use to lengthen those outer lashes. The drying of the lashes by the end of the day, there's something about that. It's a personal part of the review. It was the textural thing. It wasn't really for me. I just wish my lashes looked like they did maybe 30 minutes after I applied this, but for the entire day. And it just wasn't the case. This is where I talk about other products. The lift and flip at the end reminded me a little bit of the Ilia, which is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. So if you haven't checked it out, the link below is there. Currently I'm trying out the Bite mascara, which I'm really liking, surprisingly. It's one of those more fibrous mascaras, like the Fit Glow mascara. And it gives you a featherier, softer look. Depends on what you're going for, but this is not that. If you like that softer look, then you might want to look in that direction of the Fit Glow, potentially Bite. I'll update you guys on the Bite product. What do you think about it? Are you gonna try it? Have you tried it? Do you love it? I would love to hear from you either way, so share in the comments below. I'm gonna go put this away, test out some other mascaras, and I will see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye. Now let's talk about this mascara. What? Well, primarily beauty now. I haven't done skincare in a while. How do the ingredients look? Not terrible, really, at all. That sounds terrible. I swear this used to be bangs.